There you go. Oh, just same stuff, different day. You finally made it to one. Does that mean you're playing? Let's see. Against Sigismar, I don't really have a super great turn one, like at all. I'm choking. You just got to college. Nice. Does that mean you're staying on campus and everything? Mana. Let's see. We probably want to do aloe straight up. So I think maybe we get rid of that. An hour ahead instead of behind. Nice, nice. Well, I hope uh I hope it's been decent so far. I hope things are going well. What are you playing today? I'm choking. Sierra. Sierra's cooking. Next set is gonna be scary with Sierra. Hmm. I'm not first player. 5 mana. I think I want to put out Corgi and Spindle Harvesters. We go 5 mana. Hmm. Maybe we don't Corgi. Nah, we do. Ooh, perfect resupply. Sort of. Lunar Druid would have been better. You got rid of my resupply. That's pretty messed up, man. Five, two. Let's put this spy to sleep. And then do we actually how much permanent removal? The Grems. That's all they really need. They're probably running 2 common Grems and 1 rare, most commonly. Which means if you see the 1 rare Grems come out, your higher cost permanents might be a little safer after that. Other than that, maybe a one-off kill and burst. Some of them have teched in armor jammer. Traced is really, really good right now. Hmm. Now I'm kind of on an awkward turn though. I don't think I can get 2 or more boosted characters right now. Oh wait, I can by doing this. Does rare Grims not even hit Hive? Is it 5 and less? I don't know off the top of my head. I just know that Grims is a problem for me on Tasia always. Well, that makes it so that we don't don't have that option. Nice. Oh, unique permanent removal. That'll open up some options for them. Okay, I'm paying attention again. Where do we go from here? Oh, the fucking Jack Frost. 2-6. If your hand is empty, if I control 3 or more characters. So I won't control the 3 or more characters, unfortunately. But I can make my hand empty. So 7 water. I mean, taking out the Bumblebee is the best option either way. Oh gosh. um. So this will gain 2 boosts. I think I want to win here though. Yeah, and then get the reserve ability. Okay, so we have to put a card in reserve, which could be the Parvati 5 and 3. Man, the sleep would go hard, but putting the sleep into reserve won't go hard. All right, let's yellow. Biglishy. No. You missed today because of grandkid aggro. How unfortunate. You hate to see it. Um, Playing something one less isn't really gonna help me here. I honestly think they've just got this either way. But can I double move? I think this is best the best bet. I think they have a path for winning though. Well, Isatok will do it. That's funny. Ah. All right. Who could have predicted that? Bum, 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 bum. Let's take a look at the bracket. All right. Let me refresh again just in case. All right. Ended up with 35 people. Good, good. All of the marbles and Kudazad are gonna go head to head. Looks like Kaifu took down Andrew. Elio took down Robot Factory. Ooh, and is gonna have to go against the winner of Kickma or El Wee. Both strong players. And both on Lyra. Oh man, rare Wayfarer. Looks like El Wee's taking it though. Elio versus El Wee. You know we gotta watch El Wee versus Elio. It's not over, but I can almost guarantee this Traced is gonna win. Listen, it's not a bad thing to lose to Traced. He's so strong right now. All right. So we have. Did you have some ramp that I missed, Elio? No, you just had. Oh, you must have had the Persephone day one, right? I gotta pay attention. Too much going on in the world. Ooh, that Anansi though. Owie. And then what are you doing with that? Oh boy. Look, double move and a casual ink caster play. What you gonna pick up? Ah, three of the third of three magical trainings. Single unique permanent removal was really clutch for them. Yeah. Well, you see, the online WCQ is this weekend, and it is a like once in a three time to do it. Really, only two more left. So Silk Song will be there, always. Or you can do turn based games to practice and test and play Silk Song and then play in the WCQ. All right, let's see. Board game club at college. Nice. Thanks for stopping by, Doombringer. Good luck out there. The Cernunos. What are you cooking here, Elio? Definitely a lot of interaction with keeping things forest inclusive. The Occlute can lock down two things here, but is going to cost 5 mana. It will block the Anansi, though. But then you're really... That's really risky, though. Because I wonder then how easy it makes it for LBV to just barely go over on the hero and then put anything on the companion here. So yeah, gonna go with it on the companion side. Hopefully stop a double advancement. Oh, the Requiem from hand. No. The Soul Little Spindle Harvesters. Oh, it's not GG yet. Elio, you were supposed to teach me how to play Tasia. Alright, let's see where we're at now. Alright, so El Wiwi is going to have to go against the winner of whoever wins between here and wins between Kaifu and them. Amethyst Rock. Ah, that's the Traced that beat Doombringer. They beat me last week. Let's pull up that game and it's Rinku's game. It's Rinku back on the Kojo with AFTU1, JG on the Traced. What's Gus doing right now? The only feet deck I see. Versus Traced, of course. Rare Burrowing Noosh. Low key sleeper card. Oh, in Buddha though? I feel like I've seen it more in Bravos. Oh shoot. The famous Isumboshi. Oh, it's the Ortis Spy. Sabotage from anywhere. If you control one or more landmarks, you may discard target character with hand cost 3 or less. Still not a bad turn for Juan here. However, is falling behind. What's really interesting is I feel like I've seen Rare Armor Jammer more just this week than ever before. What happened in the meta recently that I missed? I know that it was sometimes added into trace decks here and there, but I've seen a lot more of it today than ever before, I think. Uh let's see. Let's refresh and check in here on the Gus the Bus game. Oh, the only feet build seemingly doing some work against a traced. Subash beating traced? Can't be done. Not to mention, this is a pretty good trace player. Ooh, that Grams, though. Luckily, the Bastion's already been used this turn for Gus. When I leave the expedition zone, if your hand is empty, sabotage. You may put a card from your hand in reserve. If it's a permanent, create a brass bug in your other expedition. Rare burrowing noosh. I wonder where I could try that out. I mean, hypothetically, it could make sense in my Grand Bois deck, but do you have a Tasia deck that has rare burrowing noosh in it, Potato? A test one, yeah. Feels good to play for such low cost. Get lucky enough to anchor him, puts in work, forces someone to use a removal on a one cost card. Well, if you want to send me the link in DM or whatever, I'll take a look. Maybe I can start testing some stuff out. Earlier today on my personal stream, I was testing Grand Bois. I mean, the deck that I played tonight. And I think I got it in a good position for what it is. Um, I think it's still just really hard for Muna in general. So, all right, let's check in on this game real quick to see. But then we might have a very explosive turn here over on Rinku's game. All right. So we have the spy coming out. It only has the sabotage right now. We have a Kellen cylinder, the traced ability, and the bastion all available for traced. While it might look like traced is up against a wall here, Kellen burst does hit pretty hard, especially when the mighty Jin has no water. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's why I said if you want to DM me it, because I also didn't know if you wanted to share with anyone else. But if you if you want to post a leak in chat, you just have to ask me to permit you. So now you can post the link. I was like, wait, why? Wait, what? Oh, the forest. I was like, why are they saying GG? And then I looked and I was like, oh, the Kellen cylinder is still available. But then he passed and didn't use it. And I was like, wait, what? Man, those 2-0 stats, though, right there. Just the most unfortunate for Rinku. Oh, I was like, what is happening? But I remembered that BGA was catching up. I was like, how are all these cards flying? What is this deck naming convention you have here? Hmm. Dang. Rare luminous swarm, huh? How's it been going for you? Crazy top deck. Look at that. Gus was able to do it with the only feat. All right, so it looks like Kaifu took down all of the marbles. Ooh. And now we have El Wee Wee versus Kaifu, Gus versus Iagnella, Laser Show took down Argon 11, Iron Arma. You're always falling asleep. Uh, Rhubarb versus Arthur. Looks like Rhea took down Ben Kaizen. Ben Kaizen took down Runefolk. Uh-oh. Rune's top four might be in jeopardy here. Let's take a look at Rhubarb versus Arthur. What is only feet? It's what Gus calls that deck because he's trying to only play from reserve. Because if playing cards from hand is using your hands, then playing from reserve has to be your feet, right? Got back at a hunger deck today. He played it with 9 mana and I had 3 cards in hand. Nice. Yeah, the hard part with Muna right now is I feel like I can make a couple decent deck concepts and I think they work as a deck and I can win a game here or there, but they are not at all a game I could win a tournament with, get a top 8 with a tournament, or if I wanted to grind to get high elo, use that deck. Gus is silly. I only have problems with Fen Hunger decks, so 60% of the meta. Damn it. I gotta come over to the now you can post it. I'm still playing Muna all the way into the next set, and then I have high hopes for the next set. Um, I also think in my travels, I have found some interactions I think that are undervalued, but I'm not sure if they can really take it to the next level. But maybe something to consider for the future. Oh, you have an anchor unique though. You have 2 anchor uniques. I don't have any anchor uniques. I will say that the only 2 decks that work in Muna right now and can almost be competitive are ones with anchor uniques and festival. This is that Esmeralda that has a whole bunch of text lines, double arrow, and from hand. And the Frog Prince is just draw a card. If you have 4 or more characters, which is not hard for Siggy. Anansi's go burr. The double Anansi downtown to win the game by Rhubarb. After this, we should all celebrate with a strawberry rhubarb soda. So it's going to be rhubarb versus Bria Danwater. All right. Oh, this game is going fast. Kaifu is on Traced. I assume getting a lot of practice in for the WCQs. Looks like we're going to have a 1-for-1 here. Kaifu is in the lead. As the great It's Rinku taught us, this is 1 on the Kaibara counter. Like, I want to play Traced because I do think that the gameplay like style and how it's working right now is super cool. But I also don't want to play Traced because there doesn't need to be more Traced. Kaifu right now though has no permanence. The armored jammer is gone. Another 1-for-1 though. Not ideal for El Wiwi here. Oh man, this could be an explosive turn for El Wiwi though. That really doesn't. Yeah. I like part of me feels like I need like a semi-competitive deck, but then the other part of me is like I just have to survive until next month. Ooh, the hooked though. Is the hooked gonna save the day? So you can pick something up, or you could play the Anansi. And you play, yeah, the Anansi might be what is just too hard to overcome, though. Oh my gosh. Fucking hooked, man. Oh my gosh. It's wild how long Hooked has been around and seemingly very underplayed until now. Because you see it now and you're like, my god, that thing is unstoppable. But there's really no reason for them to have looked closer at it until now. And I don't even personally think it should be like nerfed or changed at all, errata. I think it might change how strong it is next set, and I'm fine just waiting. But my god, card is insane. All right, let's see. Laser Show versus Juan JG. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because another card that is similar that has come into focus is physical training. Um and I think now we can look at all of the cards that like do one thing but also draw a card and kind of look at them differently than we have before. The only thing is Sap Duende, unfortunately, I don't think is as good as either of those two. And talking to Francois um, at Gen Con, he was saying that he really liked the card, but they were almost going to just remove it because it was really bad. And so one of the other game designers asked what they could do to make it so that it wasn't just strictly bad. And they were like, add draw a card. So there you go. Won our local tumults using physical training in season one. Yeah, in season one, it was a little bit popular, but it's definitely come back around. And now, when you kind of just look at it, you're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right, it looks like Gus, the bus's only feet run ends here. The common Sap Duende is unplayable. Rare is very situational but better. But I haven't really played with the Sap Duende deck since the first couple weeks. I tried to make Sap Duende work so hard. Yeah, it's way too situational. It's the same thing with Man in the Maze. I really wanted Man in the Maze to be playable because I think it's a super dope card. It just isn't. And maybe it'll come back around in the future. You never know. Damn, only top 8 finish. Good job, Gus. We watched your run. You beat a good Traced on your only feat Subash. So that's a feat in itself. Yeah, cuz I have a Man in the Maze unique and I really wanted it to work, but unfortunately doesn't. I was trying to tell Nick from Hero's Guide to Asgartha. It just doesn't work. However, in draft, looking like we have some good ramp uniques on the side of Bria Danwater. You better get the video out before next set. What, like it's hard? Rare Requiem is my newest Nightmare card. Yeah, in Fen. I run the common in Muna, of course. Yeah, I was gonna say I think Fen is like actually pretty well posed to avoid the hunger play. Just draw another card. You want to eat all the cards? Be my guest. You can't eat the ones in my hand. Mm. Gonna play out the Anansi maybe because it costs less. Oh man, Bria is making rhubarb work to avoid it though. Can you even realistically get away with just letting Atsari double move right here? I would think so because they'll be first next turn. So if they want to hunger, it's more likely they'll have to do it before you run out of mana. No, 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 no. Just go with the card draw. You're just like, whatever. Go ahead, Outsadi. Oh, but Outsadi has to play another card to move on that side. I feel like that was the better play. What do you guys think? For rhubarb specifically. Now the milk is also gonna go to reserve. If they weren't already two ahead, it would have been a lot different of a decision. There's gotta be, I mean, you can just cloth cocoon the milk, right? With the board state how it is, I'm not sure if that's worth it though. It's better hail than you. Except for that was a double resupply instead of bringing one into hand. So I'm not sure that was the best result. But, you know, the dice do what the dice want to do. Still just trying to get more and more cards out for the hunger to eat. Oh, mana eruption. Hmm. This is an interesting little result here. Hmm. Rhubarb probably has just so many different options to consider in hand. Oh, Ooh, the Twinkle Twinkle onto the Sarengar. I love denying resources with sleep. That's one big rabbit, though. With 4 mana left, I think it's far too risky to assume that you can get away with just putting the fire rabbit to sleep. Especially after another card was drawn. Anansi? Alright, alright. What do we got? Oh, this is very dangerous. The fire rabbit. GG's. That was a game of cat and mouse for sure. Alright, looks like, yeah, we saw Juan take down Laser Show. Kaifu and Ignella fighting it out. Ooh, the Kojo going speedy fast with a hunger in the discard. The view here kind of messed up. There we go. Should be normal now. Oh. There's gonna be some hard thinking here. But Kaifu should still be alive for the moment. Looking at everything now, seeing how it can go. Thing says my microphone's not working, but it's working. Hello, this is a test of your microphone system. Test, test. Test that later, I guess. What do we got here? Hanging by a thread. Man, never count out traced. Kaya, what are you looking for? What are you doing? Go. Oh man, that that removal though. Close, close still. All right. Do, 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 do. I gain anchored at noon. Sabotage. Pretty nice little Jacana. Bam, bam, bam. I don't know. You gotta stop yawning. I don't know if there's any getting over that companion side. but there's a pretty easy block, and Traced would then be online. There's also still a boost from the Kellen cylinder. Ooh. Tiny Jin is kind of the perfect card to go over that, though. Besides a Fire Rabbit. Another Amelia Earhart. Kind of a bad time to get Armored Jammer, but also not necessarily bad to just play it. See what goes into reserve at the end when you um, discard down. I feel like right now the issue for Traced is seemingly not going fast enough for how much Atsadi is building, but never count Traced out. The hunger. Ooh. Traced ability is still available. Ooh. I'll pass on the turn with 3 mana left. Maybe Traced can find a move here with 5 mana left. Not having any landmarks to bounce off of, though, might make it hard. What cards would you want? That's literally what I was gonna say. Bug out bag, Grims, um, but then I'm gonna pass. You would have had to have another good 1 cost card, which I'm not sure if there's many that would have brought you. So 2, 4, 6. If you didn't have the Amelia Earhart to put in reserve right away, yeah, it was very hard to get to 8. I think the one in forest here on the Grims makes it even harder since this was solo forest. Ooh, the Grims can eat the chocolate bar, but I don't know. After getting the Sakura brood, I'm not sure Traced has enough to come back from this. But what's the rule? Never count Traced out. The hooked for just the card draw. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry, guys. I'm distracted. You guys are seeing the gameplay, though. You don't need me to say anything, right? Somehow, Trace returned. Oh no! The Merlin to reserve. Not what you want to see. I think Nella's gonna fall asleep. All right, I'm locked in. 5 mana, 7/7/7. Juan puts out the GGs. All right, Bria Danwater was able to pull it out against the Traced. Well fought from Traced, though. All right, here we go. The final match. Atsadi versus. Who's it going to be? Kojo versus Atsadi. What are we seeing here? What are the predictions? We've seen a fair amount of Bria Danwater's Atsadi. We've seen a small amount of Ayaknella. Their Kojo. So far, looking good for the Kojo. Just running away with it. Those tracers, really good. So this is that when I leave, you may pay 1 to put the top card of your deck in mana. I gotta assume going to save the 1 mana. Currently blocking and getting a move. Currently just moving. Kojo going fast, but it's getting in the danger zone. He's a vampire. Ooh, the twinkle twinkle. Okay, no follow up from it though. Still gets 1 move, so just enough. Oh, the Kojo hungered before the Atsadi. Now does the hunger the hunger? Mhm. The arrows. I love arrows. Oh man, the hungered the hunger. Discard all other cards. Oh gosh. Discard again. If your reserve is empty, resupply. You may pay one. If you do, you may exhaust target card in reserve. Nice. Ooh, the chocolate bar though. Drawing cards. The Dracana and the chocolate bar though. Very interesting. All right, sealed night. Hell yeah. Enjoy. Have a good time. GG's. The Kojo takes it down. Well played to everyone in the tournament this night. I love my participation trophy. The points are going to be very interesting now. Top four might be shaken up a little.